Gemini. Hey Gemini, welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal and this is In My Own World Tarot, and this is the reading for the next 48 for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever you have a heavy Gemini placement. Gemini, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with every single Gemini out there, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Gemini, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning. Gemini, I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. Also cuss. May cuss a lot, may cuss a little, may not cuss at all. Gemini, it all depends on how I feel. I hope you're doing well, Gemini. I had to take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Definitely working on your meditation this week, Gemini, or the next couple of days, all right? So let's go ahead and get into your reading, Gemini, and see what's going on with you for the next 48. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap into the energy of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever they have a heavy Gemini placement. Please allow me to relay these messages to them as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading, protect their energy as well. Please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you, amen, and ashe. Like I said, if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe. You're going to miss out on all the fun. What's going on with Gemini for the next 48? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever they have a heavy Gemini placement. I keep hearing that song, You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me, from the genie from Aladdin. I've been making a lot of Aladdin references, so I don't know if a lot of you have some Middle Eastern culture in your bloodline. So you may want to look that up. Or you may like something about, or you may be traveling to the Middle East. Arabia. Is Arabia in the Middle East? Don't get me wrong. Let me know in the comments, y'all. I'm not sure. But you got happy ending and rebirth. So starting over again, starting anew, which is always life, right? Every time I see that rebirth card, I'm like, well, life is always about change. You know, there's always a beginning to a cycle and an end to a cycle. And you just hope that cycle ends well so you can transition into the next cycle in a better sense, with less karma to take with you. Because that's the thing about cycles, you know, and, well, yeah, you're going into something with full happiness, is that throughout the cycles, because you have cycles, especially if you're talking about in the sense of numerology, and the cycle goes 1 through 9, okay? And throughout the cycle, you have the ups and the downs. That's why you have the number 5 sitting there, because the 5 can take you backward or can take you forward. So it's everyone's hope that you have the happy ending to the cycle, that you make it to 9 so you can go back to 1. So a lot of you may be completing cycles, but in a good way, completing cycles. So you're going to the 6 and not back to 4, which is great. What else is going on for Gemini the next 48? Okay. Possibly dealing with partnership with this Libra energy here. That's so funny. 11th house, friendship. That's talks about community, how you show up, and you may be changing how you show up in certain dynamics here. Make sure you're not coming off, because you have the 9th house in reverse. You may be coming off a little pessimistic to someone here, or it's like, if it's not pessimism, Gemini, it's almost giving me like they want you to make sure that in your next new cycle, especially deal with partnerships, whether this is love or friendship or family or building community, that you don't give people too much of the benefit of the doubt. It's not saying don't have faith in the new connections, but don't be so oblivious to the fantasy of what you possibly want that you miss the reality of what is. And in this new cycle, you're going to be very logical, and you're going to be paying attention, and you're going to be seeing the reality of what is instead of what you desire. Okay, which is really good. Alrighty, let's see what else is going on with Gemini for the next 48. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That song is stuck in my head. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. Never, ever had a friend like me. So somebody might be telling you that, Gemini, in the next 48 hours. You may get that old saying that all Geminis get, I've never met somebody like you before, which is a fact. I'm pretty sure with whoever's tuning into this video, it is a fact. People have never met anyone like you before, and it's going to shock someone, and that's okay. Let's see what else is going on with Gemini. But it's going to, like, I feel like you may be the breath of fresh air to someone here. Let's see what else is going on with Gemini. The Chariot, okay. Knight of Swords. The Hierophant. Yeah, the start of some type of new relationship. The Star. Wow. The Fool. Yeah, man. Yeah, baby. Come on, Gemini. King of Wands. You want to know why you're coming off so in Ten of Wands? I like this. Because by you standing in your power and really understanding and having the more self-confidence, it may come off, I'm going to be honest, Gemini, you may come off as a little arrogant and itchy. I'm going to use with the B, the itchy with the B, to some people, but to some people it's going to be so respected. And that's how you're going to know who is supposed to come into this new cycle with you. A lot of you may be hitting new cycle milestones. And, you know, the milestones are life. You have the first set of life. Life is in 3 parts. I believe it's from the age of 0 to 37, 38 to, 65, and then 65 carrying on the rest of your life. So a lot of you may be in a new cycle here somewhere in between, around that 35, 37, 38, 40 mark, or you may be also, you may be this, because someone said this to me in a comment before, and I want to say this. The person who you are at 18 will not even want to know the person who you are at 25, okay? The person who you are at 25 would never even run into the person who you are at 30. The person who you became at 35 will despise that 18-year-old person, self of you, and so on and so forth. So for those of you in your 20s, this is just a sidebar. In your 20s, and because everyone's going to resonate with the reading different. I ask that you open your mind and resonate with the reading different in your present version of yourself. Don't look, even though it is a prediction telling you the future, but presently where you're at right now will not be where you will be, okay? So it's going to resonate different. Don't try to make this is a prediction. So make sure that you're allowing it to flow and keep an open mind, because this means this is, when it's a prediction, that means it's something to come. Even though the video does say next 48, it is a prediction. I cannot control time. I'm just putting a title on there. I don't control the actual time, because spirit and the universe cannot be controlled and cannot be put into a box or into a fragment of time that was made up by a human being who had a control issue. You understand what I'm saying? Back in the days of the Babylonians when they ruled. So we're not going to get too deep into that. I just wanted to state that. Make sure that you're looking at this as a prediction, and it's not supposed to resonate now. This is something that is to come. Okay? That's for someone. So anyways, you got the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, the Star, the Fool, the King of Wands, 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Like I said, to some people, you're going to come off as a burden. To some people, you're going to come off as the best thing to slice bread. Since sliced bread. The great thing about it, you're going to be able to see it so quick. It may not be said, and you may be gaslighted with some of these situations, but you're going to be able to pick up on it so quick, especially in new situations, dealing with partnerships or love partnerships, friendships, all that. You're going to be able to pick up quick who's with you and who's not, who thinks you're still a crazy person and thinks that you're being an individual is a burden, and who respects it and wants to get to know it and wants to be around it because they're in the same light. You're going to be able to see that here within the next 48 hours. 2 of Swords. And you're going to be able to see people who are still stuck in a confined way of thinking, even though they're coming off as woke. You'll see that as well. All right, Gemini. So a lot of observation energy within the next 48 hours. All right, let me give you guys a Moonology card. Then I'm going to skedaddle. Let's see, something for Gemini. told you. Look at that. Look at the bigger picture, Gemini. Boom. Gemini, that's been your reading. I hope it helps you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the information is in the description box below the video. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. I'm just going to call this the next 48. I don't have a title for this. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, Gemini.